I'm still trying to process what we witnessed at the Unite the Bay rally and game that saw the Oakland A's head to Oracle Park and take on the San Francisco Giants. What I will say, however, is this. How embarrassing for Major League Baseball and the Oakland Athletics front office that a collection of fan groups are able to come together and organize efforts than either of their own public relations departments that are staffed with these six-figure corporate shills who seemingly can't cobble together a coherent message or do anything that gets them out in front of this narrative. My skepticism stemmed from the fact that the rivalry between A's fans and Giants fans, well, it's not a traditional rivalry as you would think. You see, Giants fans look down on A's fans, and A's fans, well, they hate the fact that Giants fans look down on them with disdain. This was the same dynamic between 49ers and Raiders fans, by the way, and it's not just the cities, Oakland and San Francisco, it's the fan bases across Northern California. In Sacramento, you'll see Giants fans that do the same things that A's fans there. Ultimately, this dynamic isn't for me to judge about what's right and what's wrong, but it's just the way it is. And then this happened.
So you can hear the chant in the background of "Sell the Team."
That is bad news for Rob Manfred, John Fisher, and anyone supporting the Oakland Athletics relocation to Las Vegas. Obviously, the optics on display here are terrible. You have rival fans welcoming a team to an away game where they combine to jeer a sitting MLB owner and demand they sell the team. This is unprecedented. At least it's unprecedented on this size and this scale. We have never seen anything quite like this. At this point, the efforts of groups including the Oakland 68s, the Last Dive Bar, and Uprooted, as well as many high-profile athletics fans are spreading. This is no longer a minor local issue about one team. This is a big deal, and it's a big deal that is growing, and it is spreading, and that matters. You see, usually, billionaires who do terrible things that draw the ire of the public will just go into ostrich mode and stick their head into the sand until things pass. The hope here is that they can just ride out the turbulence until things pass and people go on and find something else. That being said, the sell the team movement, it does not seem to be going anywhere. In fact, it's expanding. And that is why MLB must stop the Oakland A's relocation to Las Vegas.
Sell the team! Sell the team! Sell the team! Sell the team! Sell the team!
If Rob Manfred doesn't step up and do something here, well, these plucky underdogs from Oakland, they're going to keep finding new and innovative ways to get their message heard across all of baseball. First Oakland, then Seattle during All-Star Weekend, and on to San Francisco. It's only a matter of time before sell the team chants become audible during all Oakland Athletics away games. And given the grassroots ability of these groups to organize, these efforts are going to be loud and they are going to be significant. What's stopping 500 to 1,000 A's fans and sympathizers from buying tickets to some postseason game and having their voice heard there? I don't think they'll do that, by the way. I think they have too much respect that they don't want to necessarily be a distraction to other teams. They don't want to, as the Brits will say, put the game into disrepute. However, it's something worth discussing and an idea worth throwing out on the table. Basically, anything Rob Manfred and Major League Baseball try to do between now and the end of next season threatens to descend into a farce. The commissioner is free to pretend that he doesn't know what happened at the Unite the Bay event, or that he was at dinner or wasn't watching, or whatever lie he wanted to say, because it is a lie. Rob Manfred likes to lie. He's a liar. It's in his blood. It's what the commissioner does. There is one truth Manfred cannot escape, however. John James Fisher is becoming an increasingly large burden on the sport. That has to be a terrifying reality for Manfred these days. No one is bigger than baseball. Letting the failed businessman's continued presence serve as an embarrassing distraction that takes away from what happens on the field is bad for business. A normal person in Fisher's position, well, they might take note of the ice underneath them getting thinner and try to chart a different course. That being said, we are not talking about a rational or normal person here. Fisher is an incompetent turd. He looks like the kind of dude who would stick his finger into a car cigarette lighter for no reason. He'll press on with his full weight, ice be damned. But eventually, the ice becomes so thin that it breaks. And quite frankly, it feels as if John Fisher's tenure as Oakland Athletics owner is getting dangerously close to that breaking point. If the sell a team movement continues to expand and spread, Rob Manfred and other owners aren't going to have any other choice but to intervene. And really, they should probably take action now before the situation devolves further. Unite the Bay was an awesome moment for Northern California baseball fans. It highlights everything that's great about sports in general. More importantly though, it also proves that MLB must make John Fisher sell the team. Of course, if we're being honest, we know what Manfred and Fisher will do. They're just going to try to stick their head in the sand for another 18 months and hope they can get away scot-free. And if they do that, well, here's hoping they choke on some of that sand. That does it for me. I'm Cheyenne Hollis. This is the Touchback. Hashtag sell the team. Hashtag sell the team. Hashtag take it out to the 25.